theory known as the reincarnation trap suggests that life on Earth is inherently filled with suffering, and negative energy accumulated in souls is harvested by beings called archons, derived from the Greek term for rulers. According to this theory, archons deceive souls into reincarnating on Earth using various brainwashing tactics. They may present reincarnation as a means for intellectual and moral advancement, atonement for sins, or contributing to the greater good. This theory claims that archons disguise themselves as deceased loved ones or religious figures to persuade souls. Life reviews are also said to take place, where an individual's past actions are displayed, inducing guilt and a sense of missing out. Archons allegedly employ tactics such as temporarily placing souls in false heavens or hells that align with the individual's religious beliefs, reinforcing the idea of an afterlife and encouraging them to reincarnate. One common deception described in this theory involves a tunnel of light that erases the soul's memories and leads to its reincarnation, perpetuating the cycle. While mainstream scientific consensus does not support the idea of life after death, proponents of reincarnation point to evidence such as verified cases of children recalling past lives with specific details. Near-death experiences, NDEs, are also cited, where individuals often report witnessing a tunnel of light, encounters with loved ones or religious figures, and life reviews. The theory also touches on remote viewing, a CIA-developed technique for perceiving remote locations, which some argue provides evidence of a soul trap. Researchers from the Farsight Institute claim that remote viewers perceive souls being confused and entering a shocking tunnel of light, resulting in memory loss. Consciousness theory is another aspect discussed, proposing that consciousness exists outside the brain and is connected to magnetic fields and phenomena such as the Schumann resonance. The elementary source of consciousness is believed to be electromagnetic waves, which could explain out-of-body experiences, astral projection, and remote viewing. Authors like Robert Monroe and Valdemar Valerian have written extensively about the reincarnation trap and Earth being a prison planet, describing the manipulation of humanity by aliens, soul harvesting, and the potential dangers of reincarnation.
In recent years, a growing number of individuals have come forward to share their profound experiences that challenge the touchy-feely optimism often associated with New Age beliefs. Through near-death experiences, NDEs, past life regressions, and deep trance sessions, many have encountered a stark reality that points to a darker truth. These accounts, coupled with historical texts like the Book of Revelations and the Tibetan Book of the Dead, shed light on a distressing concept. The Earth is an iron prison, a soul trap where suffering and deception prevail. Earth's reality, a world of suffering. One cannot ignore the harsh realities of life on Earth. Global warming, environmental collapse, socio-economic inequalities, wars, disease, and various forms of abuse perpetuate a cycle of suffering. These events manifest as a result of a world intentionally constructed by the archons to create maximum misery. The laws of physics, such as the second law of thermodynamics, were meticulously tailored to amplify karmic suffering experiences, generating a specific type of energy called loosh. This energy is derived from shattered dreams, lost hope, and the anguish of innocent victims. Unfortunately, these instances are not mere conjecture, but grim realities that occur within our world. The mandatory cycle of punitive reincarnation. Earth, as a prison planet, operates on a system of mandatory punitive reincarnation. Souls are trapped in an endless cycle of rebirth, subjected to karmic penalties set to the maximum extent. For each transgression committed in one life, a corresponding punishment awaits in the next. The design ensures that one's actions in a previous life lead to dire consequences in subsequent incarnations. The archons further enforce this cycle by wiping the memories of individuals, preventing them from comprehending the reasons behind their repeated suffering. The cycle of punishment and forgetfulness persists until the universe itself succumbs to a heat death, leaving souls trapped indefinitely. The deception of the light trap. Upon death, the soul is often drawn towards a warm and loving light. However, this light, often associated with positive afterlife experiences, can be deceiving. Instead of leading to a peaceful realm, it may serve as an entrance to another form of imprisonment, a prison camp, a famine-stricken land, or a destitute environment. Half of the world's population already lives in grinding poverty, facing hunger, war, disease, illiteracy, and premature death. For these individuals, escape seems impossible, and the prospects of health, peace, prosperity, and self-expression remain distant dreams. Some proponents of New Age ideologies argue that individuals choose their circumstances before birth, perceiving them as valuable soul lessons. However, the staggering reality of famine, holocausts, plagues, wars, and abuse experienced by billions of souls challenges the logic of this viewpoint. It is difficult to comprehend why anyone would willingly select such horrific conditions, particularly before reaching an age of understanding. Moreover, those who propagate the notion of soul lessons often hail from privileged backgrounds and share common cultural biases, which may influence their interpretations of past life regressions and NDEs. The concept of the Earth as a soul trap, designed by the Archons to harvest suffering for their own sustenance, presents a disconcerting perspective on our existence. While proponents of New Age ideologies offer an alternative interpretation, the overwhelming evidence of widespread human suffering demands a critical examination of these beliefs and a re-evaluation of the notion that individuals willingly choose their circumstances for spiritual growth. The experiences of individuals who have endured immense hardships, such as the homeless and addicted, shed light on the flaws in the New Age model. It becomes evident that stretching logic to fit a predetermined narrative of soul lessons fails to address the profound inequalities and traumas that afflict countless souls.
Considering the possibility of the assertions being accurate, one might wonder about the appropriate course of action. If the concept of Earth as a soul trap governed by malevolent individuals holds truth, how can we navigate it effectively? When you die, don't go into the light. How can we escape the trap? How do we ensure we don't come back to this prison of a planet ruled by evil psychopaths?